Today's video is all about finding out whether the extraction port is worth having or whether it's just a gimmick. Hi everyone, welcome. Ryan here from the London Craftsman channel. How's it going? Today's video is all about pocket hole jigs, and in particular we're going to be talking about extraction. We've got two jigs here. We've got a trend version and an enjoywood version. The enjoywood version has a port on the back to accept the hoover. The trend doesn't. They're both near enough exactly the same jigs. They both do exactly what they say on the tin. Both drill out a pocket hole. Today's video is all about finding out whether the extraction port is worth having or whether it's just a gimmick. So if that floats your boat, you want to find out more, but stay tuned, watch the end, and I hope you enjoy. So as you can see here, we've got the two. We've got the trend version. I've had this for about 2 years. I'm a little bit late to the party where I only got a pocket hole jig about 2 years ago, and I haven't gone back since. They are brilliant bits of kit. They are very, very cheap for what they are, and they get you out of trouble in lots of different ways. The trend version, it's quite basic. It's got two holes at the top, not much adjustment in it apart from the width of the two holes. And over on the enjoywood version, this one has the extraction port at the back, and this one's got 3 holes. It's also got a bit of an adjustment on the side, and it comes with another fence over here. To be honest, I'm not going to be going into all the finer details of this jig itself. Today's video is just finding out whether the extraction works or not, whether it's worth buying. So I'll give you some examples of what pocket hole jigs can do. So as you can see here, we've got some pre-made pocket holes. These are pre-made components that we've just sprayed up. And as you can see, we've got a couple of holes on each one. So let's just imagine this is a carcass and you don't want to fix through the underside. That might be a seam face. What a pocket hole allows you to do is just simply fix it through the side, down at an angle, and they are very, very strong joints. They're stronger than you actually think. So that is one example. Another technique would be to lay your components flat. So for example, if you're making a tabletop or you're making a face frame, you just want to join 2 flat components. Well, here you go. There's another way of doing that. The only other way of joining up 2 bits of wood would be to dowel it and to clamp it up. So a pocket hole is very handy in that respect. One other way would be, imagine this is your wardrobe and you've got a division running all the way down, but you've got 2 shelves either side. One shelf you can screw from the side that way, one shelf you can screw from the side that way, and if there was a side here, you can screw through that way, but this shelf would not be able to be fixed unless you pitch screw directly through the division. And this is what the pocket hole allows you to do. We can just simply put some screws through there and fix it into the division. So that's 3 methods, and yeah, it's a very handy machine to have, well worth buying. They come with all sorts of screws. So you've got the coarse, as you can see, the coarse threads, and you've got the fine threads. I generally use fine threads, and the screws I go for are generally around 30mm long because I use a lot of 18mm. So all my carcasses mainly are 18mm. If you're joining 18 to 18 at this angle here, and forget this is 25, then you'd be using a 30mm screw. All the screws come with these little hex heads, and they all come with a hex driver and a drill bit to drill out your holes and a stopper. So that's the basics of the pocket hole jigs, what they do, and a few methods of construction. So what we'll do now is set up a few pieces of 18mm, 1 in each jig, and do the test. Okay, so here we go. We've got the piece of 18mm set up. We've got the stopper set at the right depth. So it stops just at the right point. That's what you have to do before you start, set up your stopper. And let's go for 2 holes. Okay, so that is number 1. As you can see, there's a fair amount of dust that came off that. This is the trend version without any extraction whatsoever. What I'll do at the end is sweep it up and compare piles. So let's move over to the enjoywood. This is number 2. As you can see, it's got the extraction port, and it's perfect. It perfectly accepted my trend hoover adapter. No adapters needed, shall I say. It just came straight from the hose, straight in, nice and tight fit. So yeah, this is the enjoywood version. Let's test this one out. Okay, so this one's ready to go. So keep an eye on the ports and any dust coming off Remember, we've got the hoover on, so it's going to be a little bit noisy, so bear with us. Right, I'm going to turn the hoover on now. Okay, so the results look promising. On this one, as I was drilling, tons of dust was coming out. It's going everywhere, especially when I was pulling the drill bit out. And that's when all the dust started to come out of the actual jig when I was pulling the drill bit out. That's only 2 holes and there's a fair amount of dust on that side. On this one, not a single speck of dust whatsoever, not on the drill bit. It sucks it straight off the drill bit. I was actually quite surprised how efficient this was. It's a little bit noisy, got the hoover on the go, but at the end of the day, if you've got your earplugs in and all that sort of stuff, shouldn't be a problem. So what I'm going to do is take the jigs off, sweep up the dust that I got from both jigs and show you the results. Okay, so I've got the results and the results are quite good and they are in favour of the enjoywood jig. So here are the results. This is the trend one. As you saw, I drilled out 2 holes and what I'll do is I'll put a pencil next to the amount of dust that came out. It's a fair amount of dust and that was only 2 holes. So a fair amount of dust came off of that one. I was quite surprised how much dust actually did come out. So here we have the enjoywood one. So this one's got the extraction obviously, and we drilled 3 holes with this one. So 1 more hole than the trend. And as you can see, we've got hardly any dust. I'll probably count how many specks there are. Minimal, very, very minimal. So a very, very small amount. So the results are in the enjoywood jig's favour compared to the trend. They both do exactly the same job. As you can see here, this is the trend holes. And this is the enjoywood holes, slightly different shape, maybe because I set my stoppers up at slightly different heights, but they both do exactly what they say. As you can see, the tip is just coming through ever so slightly on both, and that's how I set mine up. But ultimately, I think the test is a success on the enjoywood side. And if you are looking for a machine that sucks out all the dust and you're quite fussy on that department where you don't want any dust floating around the workshop, you want to minimize it, you want to be as safe as possible, yeah, well then go for this enjoywood version. If you're not fussed, then go for the trend. But ultimately, it's down to you what you want to do. The results are here. One without extraction, you've got a hell of a lot of dust that comes off. And one with extraction is literally minimal and is very, very clean and tidy. Thumbs up on the enjoywood. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a success on the enjoywood jig side, and you can ultimately make up your mind on what you want to do or what you want to buy if you're fussed about the dust or if you're not. I'll leave that up for you to decide. Before we go, we're at 30,500 subscribers. We hit 30,000 last week. Thanks for everyone who supported us along the way, liked, left a comment. That really makes a massive difference. If you feel like subscribing, you like our channel, you like seeing what we do and like what we do, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I'll let you go. Have a great rest of the day. Ciao for now.